Yeah. Good evening. The final week of Learning Tree. Thank you, Mary Lou, for buttering y'all up, asking for volunteerism and money and things like that. So I don't have to, and I'm not going to do that tonight. Having worked a 26-plus year career in government at multiple locations, I have been part of plenty of Learning Tree leadership, community leadership programs, and I've given presentations at each one. And one thing that I found out along the way is me standing up here doing a presentation for an hour and 15 minutes or so really isn't worthwhile. So over the years, I've learned how to make this fun. And yes, I'm your general manager. I get paid to be the leader, but we're a service industry. As Edie presented a couple years ago, we're set up kind of like a government, even though we're not a government, but we're a government. And our staff is here to serve everybody in the community. So it's not Jim Pryor, it's Jim Pryor's leadership team. And so I have a lot of guests tonight. We're going to have some fun. You're going to get to know them real quick. We're going to be efficient because I want to get done at the end so I have a chance for some questions or discussion from the group. And so most of them are going to pop up, introduce themselves. And even though many of you have lived here for a while and you might know them, you really don't completely know them from what you're going to learn tonight, because I work with them all the time and I learn stuff about every single one of them just putting this presentation together. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. So the title of our presentation tonight and how we're going to do things is we're Bent Tree Community Incorporated, and I want to tell you who we are and what we do. First of all, I'm Jim Pryor. I'm the general manager. I'm the only contracted position that we have at Bent Tree, and that's because I work for a hostile board of directors that overturns all the time. So there has to be some safety and security for me to work in a position like this. As Mary Lou said, I'm going on a year and a half of being here at Bent Tree. I am originally from Peachtree Corners, Georgia, the Peachtree Corners area. And I went to high school at Greater Atlanta Christian School. Except, right before I graduated from college, they announced this thing was coming to Atlanta. It was called the Olympics. And everybody freaked out, and growth started coming, and there used to be not any traffic jams in Atlanta. And I like to tell the story. When I was in high school, the Braves were so bad that you would go into the grocery store and you'd come out and there'd be tickets for that night's game underneath your windshield wiper. And you would look and you'd say, "Oh wow, the Braves game. Man, I really don't want to pay $5 to drive downtown and park." And so we never went. But college took me to the University of North Carolina, and I left Georgia because there was so much traffic and it was such chaos. I said, "I'm leaving. I'm never coming back." And I did find my wife there, and I stayed there for 20-something years. And in 2014, we came back to Atlanta. It's just the land of opportunity and good schooling for kids and good opportunity. So we came back. I do have a master's degree from Appalachian State in sport management, and my goal in life was to always be the general manager of the Atlanta Braves. As the general manager, I'm in charge of the day-to-day operations of Bent Tree, dealing with the board of directors and carrying out the board of directors' decisions, leadership of the group, and pretty much I call myself the director of the org chart. And I take the org chart very important, and that's what you have in front of you tonight. So as we're going through, our org chart is pretty detailed as far as who does what, who's responsible for what, and I'm very, very big into the specifics of the org chart, that everybody needs to know what their specific role is and what everybody else's role is, and that creates accountability and things. I also come with a big background in capital project management. I told the board when you come in, I know there's a lot of things you've been talking about. If you find money, I'll get it done. And so as you see a lot of improvements and things happening at Bent Tree, that's one thing I take pride in, is that we have a great staff and that we can make the dollar stretch and we can get a lot of stuff done to improve our community. All right, here's my funny part of things. Since I've been here, there's two misperceptions of the general manager job. One is the general manager is elected. People send me emails all the time and said, "I'm very disappointed because I don't see you out at every event shaking hands and kissing babies." I'm not running for office. I got a job. So I let the board of directors, they're your community representatives. They kiss babies and shake hands and wear wigs to pool parties. The second one is I wish I had $1 for everybody that's told me, you need to get the board of directors under control. You need to tell them what to do. And there's some people in the community that think that. They think that I have more power than the board of directors and I need to tell them what to do. That's not the case at all. The board of directors is 9 people from your community that are elected to make decisions for the community. And it's my job to work with them to carry out those decisions. So as general manager, I like to be the working body. Your board of directors makes your decisions for you. However, culture is very, very important to me. And as the general manager, I work with the board of directors, I work with the Bent Tree staff, and I work with committees. And my big thing is we all have to communicate and we have to row in the same direction. If those 3 bodies are rowing in a different direction, we're not getting anything accomplished and it's utter chaos. So I do make sure that we communicate and that we're all on the same team and working together to get things done for the community. My leadership philosophy, this is a quote that I have used for a long time through all of my jobs, is great leaders are not the best at everything. They find people who are the best and they do what they do to align them for a great team. And that is my thing, is I love staff. I'm very, very supportive of staff. I try to give staff the resources, and it's easy. If you love Bent Tree, you're excited about your job, and you work together as a team, you can thrive working for me. And so as I came in, some people came, some people left. The org chart solved itself with that. Not everybody can work for me. Some people think about themselves and only themselves and want to work with themselves and not as a team. Some people are into making money. They're not into serving others. And so that attitude didn't work well. So the group that we have here right now is the best team in 30 years of working that I have ever had. I love this team and the individuals tonight, and you're going to see their excitement and their love for Bent Tree tonight. That makes coming to work fun every day. So I reorganized and I built an executive team, broke our operations down into a smaller group of what I call directors for certain areas of our community. And some people in the community flipped out and they said, Jim, it's not going to work. Bent Tree, we're a family. You're creating a silo effect. Well, yes, I created a silo effect. You have expertise in certain areas, and sometimes a silo effect is needed. The thing is when you have these nice silos like they do in Iowa, they're all connected to each other. And so you do have silos for expertise, accountability, and to get things done. But as long as you communicate on a consistent basis, those silos are attached to each other. And that's what we do as staff, the board of directors. We are in constant communication with each other. The executive team that you see here right now that I'm going to introduce you to all in a little bit, and they're going to talk about their teams. We meet once a week in a group session, and we sit down on Monday afternoons and we talk about everything Bent Tree. And it's amazing how overlapping a lot of the issues and the things have with these silos. And it does allow the communication between all of us and to get problems solved and identify things. So that communication is there, and that really makes for an effective team. Alrighty, so now is the fun that we're going to have here. I'm going to have staff that are rotating up through here, and we're going to go and have some fun. I've got some videos. Thanks to John Hoppy, who donated his time and his expertise here. We have a great presentation, not only of videos we can use tonight, but things that we can use in the future on the website. So Ashley.
Hi. Hey, Brownell. Director of Operations. Been at Bent Tree off and on for 34 years. Was born in Cobb County, moved to Jasper 42 years ago, actually. And I'm a graduate of Pickens High School and got my bachelor's degree from Kennesaw State University. Began my career on the golf course here June 11, 1990. And I was a part-time employee and a full-time student. And before long, I was a full-time employee, and Kennesaw asked me not to return. It's funny how when you get a little age, you're sure your priorities shift. And place has been really good to me. I've seen a lot of good people come and go, and a lot of good improvements made throughout the community. over the course of my tenure. Began in golf, as I mentioned. In 2013, I transferred to water. One of the more insightful moves that I've ever made, but also I gained an appreciation for what it takes to supply potable water to people, and very insightful, as I mentioned. As Jim mentioned, his reorganization, he gave me the opportunity to be in my current position, and grateful for that. And I'm really appreciative of the new challenges that this has garnered. And as you can see, several different areas that I'm directly responsible for. But as he also mentioned, there's a great team of others that work here and are truly vested in the betterment of this community and its assets.
So, you want to introduce your team as they come up?
Yeah, I will. John Leach, he's our superintendent of the golf course. I've known John for a long time, and John's been here for a long time today.
My name's John Leach. I've been here for 26 years. I've been the golf course superintendent the last 14. The golf course maintenance department, we take care of 70 acres of grass. We've got 6 guys and 1 mechanic and me. And so I think we do a pretty good job of what we have to work with. So that's kind of so most of my crew have been with me at least 2 years or more, which has been very helpful. So, you know, you're not training somebody new all the time. So those guys do a great job.
To the non-golfers, this is one of the nicest golf courses in Georgia by far.
We got the best greens.
Seriously, by far.
Okay,
We got a video. Here's your tour of the water plant.
Good morning, my name's Ashley Brownell. I'm Director of Operations for Beverage Community. To my right is Josh Turner. He's our Water Distribution Superintendent. And to his right is Connor Head. He's our Water Treatment Supervisor for daily operations. I'd like to give you a little introduction and a little tutorial of our water treatment process. To my left is a vault that houses our raw water meter. It's fed from our 2 upstream reservoirs, each of about 250,000 gallon capacity. This is what allows us to be able to provide you with an adequate, safe drinking water. It is a metered process so that we are sure to abide by our EPD standards. There is a 6-inch mag meter installed in there that monitors our intake so that we are certain to satisfy EPD withdrawal requirements. Every ounce of water that goes to your tank and tap comes through this particular vault. And now we'll move into the filter plant and show you how the treatment process takes place. After water comes through the raw water vault, it enters the treatment plant through the floor right here at what we call a ram's head. This is the first introduction of water treatment that takes place. It's where we introduce our coagulant. It then flows through a static mixer. The static mixer basically enhances the mixing action of the water at the introduction. Water then follows the respective piping to each respective filter, at which point it enters the absorption clarifier of each respective filter. Depending upon which filter is in use, be it 1, 2, or 3, we have the option or the ability to run individually or 3 at one time. This product in this day tank is our soda ash. It is it's for pH adjustment. It has to maintain constant agitation, hence the motor runs 24 hours a day to provide that. To the right of this tank is aluminum sulfate. This is our coagulant. It also has to maintain constant agitation. That is what is injected. This is the first treatment source that is injected into the ram's horn at the raw water intake here. After water enters the static mixture and goes to each respective filter, it's then introduced into what's called an upflow clarifier. That's a proprietary element of these Trident TR105 filters. Bentry has 3 of these. The upflow clarifier has what's called adsorption beads. What they do is allow the adherence of our coagulant to the beads for primary and introductory removal of contaminants. Water goes through the filter process. Once it's processed through the filter, it goes to our effluent valve through a turbidimeter that then allows us to meet state regulations to monitor the turbidity level of each effluent out of each respective filter. Water then is introduced into the clear well, which is housed underground in an adjacent building. To my left is the upflow clarifier. This is where your initial treatment process takes place. Water flows through the clarifier and spills over into the trough and then falls down through your mixed media filter. In the mixed media filter, there's 4 layers of your media, 2 gravel filters, 2 gravel layers, a layer of sand, and then the primary filter mechanism is anthracite coal. If you're wondering what all these bags are, the pallet here is soda ash. That's what we use in one of the day tanks for pH control. To the right of there is a pallet of aluminum sulfate. That's also housed in a day tank in a slurry. That is our primary coagulant. One of the final treatment process steps that takes place is after the effluent of the filter comes through, we introduce our disinfectant, which is chlorine gas. That's monitored in another area. We also introduce aquadine, that's a polyphosphate for corrosion control for our main lines and assets within the system. To my right, this is a control panel that is the brains of the entire plant operation. It houses a PLC, which is a programmable logic controller. On the face is an HMI, it's a human machine interface. What this panel allows us to do is manipulate the parameters with which the plant and each individual functions. Should any adjustments need to be made, the respective plant operator has the ability to come back here through this unit and make any necessary run times or adjustments should that need to occur. This particular box now is used solely as a junction box for the new control panel. This box was the original install in 1994 of the 2 existing Trident 1 and 2 filters. These are the 2 units that are in need of rehabilitation that we plan to accomplish in 2024. This particular unit is called a spectrophotometer. It allows us to monitor the several different elements that we have during the treatment process, and also disinfectant, which is our chlorine level, and also secondary contaminants that we attempt to remove for the aesthetic quality of your drinking water. This particular instrument allows us to monitor pH levels so that we can then make adjustments to our soda ash treatment process in the effluent of our filtered water. This particular screen houses our Wonderware software along with our SCADA system, which is supervisory control and data acquisition. It allows the treatment plant operator to start and stop pumps and to also monitor tank levels, which we also use as a means to determine leaks throughout respective systems, as these are real-time levels that update automatically as tank levels decrease. After water exits the filters, is piped underground to an underground clear well under this structure. This is original infrastructure and housed the original water treatment plant. Water's then piped to the blue tank down below. That's our second clear well of 150,000 gallons. From there, it's pumped to the respective storage tanks within the distribution system, and then gravity fed into your homes. Thank you for allowing me, Josh Turner, and Connor Head to explain to you the treatment process for Bent Tree community.
And just to prove that Josh can talk, he's going to tell you all about himself.
Hi, I'm Josh Turner. I'm the water department superintendent. I've been here for 18 years last week. So our usual duties are replacing the old 2, 3, and 4 inch lines with new 6 inch lines and hydrants. And then we troubleshoot leaks and repair leaks, work on pumps, motors. We're on call 24/7 pretty much. So somebody will be up here if anything happens. And then we're installing new valves and stuff to try to eliminate as many houses being out of water. In case we have leaks, we can kind of isolate it to certain areas. And then we've got 4 guys with water treatment license that work the water plant. We've got 1 guy that works 4 days a week, and then 1 guy that's on call or up there every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that's pretty much it.
So what happens if a tree comes down on top of them? It's right up the street.
We
from
have-
you, so- It's never happened, and I know you guys have cleared a lot of trees. I've seen that lately. But
Yeah,
it's
we
just-
keep cutting trees. Anything that can reach it, we've been
Okay,
getting
you cut
them to
them out.
come in and cut out. They can reach the plan with the tanks.
Yeah.
As long as we have the property.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Outside of that, it's just a
Yeah.
What happens to whatever material that you filter out of the water? Where does it get disposed of?
It's recycled, it's backwashed. There's a part of the original infrastructure from the early 70s. There's a concrete vault at our upper reservoir. That backwash material and flush material is then deposited into that structure, and annually or biannually, depending upon levels, that has to be removed.
So everything is electronic. Is there a generator that runs that stuff if we were to look? Okay. So that's what.
When we have
So
storms,
there's water.
when storms are imminent, we might man the water plant 24 hours if we have to within our permit levels, and then and then monitor tank levels to maintain as full storage as we can get.
So in recap, we've got 6 people that work in water. The most important infrastructure that we have, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, somebody is sitting in front of that SCADA computer screen unit, and we have 4 certified people now. We used to have 1. You actually used to be the man. We've got 4 now. So we've got a great staff. And not to mention, not only do they do everything with water, but they're the ones digging and installing the new lines. As you see that, 6 guys. 6 guys run that system. Y'all do a heck of a job.
Up next will be Larry Watkins. As you can see there, he's the superintendent of our roads. Wrong there. This is a part of the reorganization, separation duties, so to speak. It's really enhanced the community to have a dedicated crew that can work on these assets.
How y'all doing? I'm Larry Watkins. I've been in Bent Tree 8 years. I went to Pickens High. I live here in Pickens County all my life. I built houses in here for 18 years, and then lucky enough to get on the Bent Tree. But I've got a good crew, and our goal in Dept is to make the roads better. And believe it's a chore. They've been here for years, and nothing lasts forever. But we're working hard to get the roads back in good shape, the ditches, and we never get stopped. I mean, it's continuously tree cleanup, ditches cleaned out, patching, and we got stripers coming in tomorrow. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a full-time job.
How many guys do you have working with you? How many people do you have working with you?
2.
Okay, that's it.
That's 2, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and believe me, we stay busy.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you,
Larry.
I appreciate it.
Next is Junior Martin. He is the veteran of Bent Tree.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Junior Martin. I'm superintendent of facility maintenance. Been here 35 and a half years. Born and raised here in Talking Rock, Pickens High School. Take care of the facilities up here, and the custodial and bench set up, maintenance on the building. Short and simple. isn't it?
Yeah, you do.
It's not simple, you guys do.
He's the junior of all trades.
So Junior, you said you've been here 35 and a half years?
Yes.
So you started when you were what, 2?
I wish. I was actually 21 when I started.
Wow.
All right. Thanks, Junior.
Travis Bryan's one of the newest members of our team. Very well versed in his profession, and really pleased to have him on board.
My name's Travis Bryan. I'm the token Yankee in our crew from New Jersey. Basically, hometown of Wall, graduated Wall High School, college, Brookdale Community College for criminal justice, and then spent a little time in the Air Force during Desert Storm with air traffic controller. And then through all that, I was a park ranger for 24 years, and then came to Forsyth, worked for another 4 or 5 years in Parks and Rec. So I'm about 30 years in Parks and Rec, and with a little bit of motivation from Jim, actually a lot of motivation, I was able to obtain my Certified Parks and Recreation Professional certificate, which was, for me, it was a big deal. In our career, there's very few folks. Is it 8%, 5% of people in our career field have? So. We take care of all the fun stuff. I got the beach, the dam, the spillway, the dog park, the campground, which is mainly storage, but trails, pavilions, Mason, you know me well. I try to work with them. We also work with Fish and Wildlife. So we're trying to, at the spillway, we've quartered off some areas to let some pollinators grow instead of just mowing everything. I have 3 guys. That's David Lowery, Sawyer Smith, Snell, that's it, and Jamie Guns. So they're the guys that make it happen. They make me look good, and in turn we try to make Ashley and Jim look good. A couple of projects we've worked on, put some new steps in at Beaver Run Trail. Those their life expectancy was going down, so we took care of that. Put some steps up at the beach. They were getting a little tired, and that's everyone else. So. I do the kitchen, I do it. And then the dog park, we shut it down for 2 weeks, and we did some nice improvements and tried to make it more of a person park also. You know, the dogs do their thing, but now we have an area for the owners to congregate. Did some fence work, things like that. So we don't just cut grass, we try to take care of everything. So we do all the fun stuff that makes everyone happy.
That's a photo with the dog park?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Yeah. Wow, it's really nice.
Is that a hexagon?
It could be. I'm calling it an octagon, but I'm not sure of the size.
Count 6.
Thank you, guys.
And that's us for grounds. Thank you.
y'all know, this gentleman, Travis, is a proactive employee. He's always proactive about things instead of reactive. Fabulous.
Great partner in Lake Wildlife.
Great partner with Lake and Wildlife and KBTV.
Last but not least, the man that always gets his hands dirty. Every day. Brian Smith.
How's it going? Brian, the lead tech for Fleet. I think aside from Ashley, I am the second guy to get phone calls when things don't go right. I try to be on call with everybody when they're out working. You know, if something goes down in the roads, I try to be there as quick as I can to get them back up and going. Aside from that, I'm hiding down in the shop, rebuilding something. And then also being here, I've had the opportunity to learn with public safety and volunteer with them. So if something else happens, I can be an extra set of hands. I love helping, so being here, I've had the opportunity to take it in two different directions. Aside from that, I love it. I don't feel like I'm at work. I love it here. Thank you.
I got a story about Brian that I like to tell. He's been with us less than a year, and he took over for JT Duncan. And most of you knew JT. Dad worked here. JT was awesome. JT had an incredible career opportunity, and he, still at that, making a whole lot more money, was torn, but left us. And we were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Finding people that are talented enough to fix all the old machinery we have and the complex machinery we have or something. So Brian applied. He came in the office, went upstairs with Ashley. I walked out in the lobby, and Heather Garner says, I grew up with him. He can fix anything. And she didn't lie. So, thank you, Ashley. Thank you for you and your team and everything y'all do. All right, food and beverage. And I told you we would see him again. Except he's disguised in a green shirt.
Green shirt. Well, first of all, before I get into any of this, I just want to thank everybody, for being here all these weeks. And, I'm glad, I've heard some great feedback. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourselves, and, certainly invite you all back to the tavern sometime when you're not here for Learning Tree. So, I'm the newbie on the block. I've been here just less than a year. And I came on board with a plan to work on our food and beverage program to upgrade it, update it, and make it something that the community was proud and would support very well. So we're in the midst of that process, and it's a long process. It's a big boat to turn, but we're turning it. But in my role, I'm responsible for front of the house, back of the house operations in the tavern and the club. I'm responsible for what we call now Bentry Events, which is our catering arm. So if you're doing a wedding, a birthday, quinceanera, shower of any, shower meaning baby shower, wedding shower. Any of the showers have nothing to do. Don't call on me, that's maintenance. They take that. But we're taking what is inherently what we've done really well here for several years and really trying to expand on it and make it a little bit better. I'm supported by a team in the front of the house, John Darby and Dominique Gray, who are my front of the house supervisors. In the back of the house, Dominic Parks, I almost forgot his last name. He's only worked with me for 5 years, but I can't remember his name. So he's our sous chef, so he basically helps manage the back of the house area. You don't see him much, but if you do see him, he's about this tall. He usually has a bandana. He looks like a pirate. So if you see a guy walking around with there he is. And some of our older crew. So Connie's been with us. She's a dishwasher. She's been with us forever. She's just sweet, a little gruff, but sweet. Alex Brooke, who you saw tonight. Patrick, who's out on vacation, young man. He's only 17 years old, but he acts like he's 25, 26. He's very mature, and he's really super excited about food and beverage. And
the new kid on our team, that's Hudson. And then in our front of the house, we didn't have all our front of the house team ready for the photo, but we've got 3 important people. 2 of them you see every week here, Dominique and Katie. And of course, Jeremy, who's our brilliant bartender. So really good team. Very, it's a small but effective team. And, we just love to have you here. So thank you again. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Jeff. All righty, now we have Michael Corey, who's the head of our safety and emergency management.
I'm Michael Corey. I'm the Director of Safety and Emergency Management for Beverage. I've been here for 3 years. I grew up in a small town, Mena, Arkansas. Kind of an interesting town. I won't say too much about it, but look up the Mena Airport when you have a chance. So I graduated from high school there in 2001. Later obtained an associate's degree in criminal justice administration during my law enforcement career, which I've done most of my adult life. That was through Columbia Southern University. So I'm going to give you a really quick overview of our department. We provide gate security. To put it real simply, we don't allow people in that are not cleared to be inside the community. Emergency management. We have our own dedicated fire department. We respond to all fire and medical calls within Beverage. And we also respond to weather emergencies, which we had plenty of on Monday with trees and power lines down. Those are all fire hazards. We respond to accidents. And other than that, we have a lot of other calls, non-emergency calls that we respond to as well. Could be resident assists or complaints or investigating violations and things like that. Evacuation routes are part of emergency management. We make sure those are passable if needed. We also do a lot of emergency alerts, which again, you probably all got a lot on Monday. Compliance is a big part of our department as well. We are the enforcers of entry rules and regulations. We do that with fines and citations and warnings. Not our favorite part of the job, but it is important to have accountability to ensure the quality of life and safety is preserved. Road safety does not just involve speed enforcement, but we also plan the installation of road safety signs and mirrors, which there have been several installed over this year. Travis's crew is great helping us put those up. Community signage, well, actually parking enforcement. We also ensure people are not parking in prohibited areas, and we monitor the bus stop for general safety purposes. As far as community signage goes, our department, or actually me, most signs that come up now have been approved by me or also designed partially by me. Animal and wildlife management, everyone knows we got a lot of animals around here. We got issues with deer and bears. Hogs are the big item now. Raccoons and possums, we deal with all of that as far as managing and monitoring those things. We even got a call the other day about a kangaroo sighting. That one was unconfirmed.
That was after the pool party.
That's why he gets to carry a gun.
Last, myself and Assistant Director Hawkins are liaisons to the wildcat community, which Beverage is a part of for wildfire protection and mutual aid purposes. And hopefully we'll be getting a large grant through them later this year. We're working hard to do that. So, now this is our team here. This is the day shift personnel starting on the left. Ray Peters, Logan Thomas, Shane Butler, Laura Bearden, Daniel Childers, John Hawkins, Chief Donnie Art, myself, and then this is our night crew, Barbara Bird, Philip Henderson, Nolan Thuma, Bryson Childers, Bradley Reed, and William Prince. So that's our team. John, come on.
Hi, good evening. I'm John Wilkins. I'm the Assistant Director of Safety and Emergency Management. I've been here at Beverage for about 3 years now. Came down this way via East Northport, New York. That's my hometown. I live in Ball Ground now, though. Like I said, I went to high school up there in Long Island, Comstock High School in Port Jefferson. Attended the Suffolk County Fire Academy and New York State Fire Academy. That's where I got my background in fire service. Retired from my job up there after 33 years and then came down here. I worked with Director Corey and Chief Harp about emergency prep and planning activities. We also do supervision of gate operations, the ones that harass everybody when they come in and stop them. But we want to ensure that everybody's got the right credentials to be here, obviously. All the enforcement operations, okay, and the preparation of citations. I know Director Corey said that's not something we want to do a lot of, but it's something that comes nevertheless. Take care of our fire gear and equipment inventory. All right, we maintain spreadsheets and everything like that, so we know what's in service, what's out, what's coming of age and needing to be replaced. I'm liaison with the Wildcat grant. We're still keeping that active and still trying to keep that rolling along. Any special projects, any other things that may come up, usually Director Corey will direct me to help him out with that, or if anything else comes along. And like I said, I really enjoy being here. It's a great place to work. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Donnie Arp. I'm the fire chief. A little bit about myself. I was born, raised here in Jasper. Still live here. Actually, my fire career started in Bent Tree back in 1988. I came up here where I started my career, worked till 95, and then went to work with the city of Canton for 22, and then recently went to Cherokee about 7 years ago. So I'll be retiring this year and coming back up here full time as a fire chief. So, been around. And like I say, what I'm over is the facility inspections, maintenance, and pre-planning. We try to get that done every single month on a different building, different project, making sure everything is good. We ensure the apartment's compliance with the NFPA. That goes like your cooking hoods and things like that, and the kitchens, club tamarack, places like that. The ISO inspection, I know you know now, here in Bent Tree, we're an ISO of 2, which is a very good rating because the county's 5. So.
And that helps with your insurance rates.
It does. Between 5 and 2, depending on your houses, anywhere between $350 to $550 a year to save on your insurance for that. So that's a good thing too. I coordinate, provide direction for the Bent Tree Fire Department for activities and things that we might do. Coordinate vehicle apparatus, care of maintenance. We just did hose testing a couple of weeks ago. Everything passed with our fire apparatus, so we're all good there. Everything's good to go. Communications, relations with other departments. We've got a joint effort with Dawson over there at Big Canoe to do some training in their facility. So we'll be doing that through the year and get some training with them. Supervision of the fire department, of course, organization, cleanliness of everything. NIFRS reports, those reports has to go to the state. That requires that we are a fire department. If those reports really don't get entered into the state, we don't exist. So it's very important that we get those put in and taken care of. And hydrant testing, I know back last year we started in April. I think we flowed every single hydrant in Bent Tree, made sure everything was adequate water pressure. And the areas we didn't have any, we're currently putting those in place. And that's going to be something we're going to do every single year, go through every single system all year long.
All right. For all of you kids in the room,
hi, I'm Director Michael Corey with Bent Tree Safety and Emergency Management. You might know our department as Public Safety. Right now I'm here at the front gate, Public Safety Office with Assistant Director John Hawkins and our Fire Chief Donnie Arp. This is our main base of operations where most of our responsibilities are carried out or originate from. At the office here we have 3 main workstations. The one over here by the gate is entirely devoted to gate operations. From our office, we add guests for residents. We add transponders to new vehicles. We also audit transponders. We monitor key Bent Tree facilities through our surveillance system behind me. We verify and process citations, send out emergency alerts, complete online training, maintain fire department records, and also engage in emergency prep and planning activities. We also take a multitude of phone calls and respond to incidents day and night, about half of which are fire or medical related. On that note, we ask residents to report emergencies by calling 911 because we have a system in place that automatically notifies us of those calls. Next, Assistant Director Hawkins and Chief ARP are going to show you our fire stations.
Good afternoon. I'm Assistant Director John Hawkins with Beverage Public Safety, and this is Fire Chief Donnie Arp. We're here to show you our first new engine. This is engine 33, which was purchased in 2023 from Fouts Brothers in Milledgeville, Georgia. It's a 1,500 gallon minute pumper with 300 gallons of water. It carries hose and other tools that we use for fire suppression, vehicle rescue, and other issues here in Bentry.
Good afternoon. My name is Donnie Arp, Fire Chief, Bentry Fire Department. Today we're located at Fire Station number 1 inside Bentry. What you're looking at right now is a specialized piece of equipment, which is a side-by-side all-terrain vehicle. We use this for specialty operations, which also include people that may be in trouble on trails, whether it be walking trails or horse trails. We use this piece of equipment to get them to an ambulance. Also, we use this piece of equipment on a monthly basis to ride all the evacuation routes, make sure they're clear of any and all debris in case there is an emergency.
Good afternoon. I'm Assistant Director John Hawkins with Bentry Public Safety. We're here at Bentry Fire Station number 2. With me is Chief Donnie Arp and Lieutenant Daniel Childers, and we're here to tell you a little bit about the station and about the equipment that's housed within it. This station is on the north end of the property at Bentry. Station's here for several reasons. One is if the primary station, Station 1, is emptied, members can respond here and pick up the apparatus. 2, it also helps increase our ISO rating by having 2 stations within the property within our response area. On my right here, this is our 2000 Class A fire engine. This is an International and Ferrara made truck. It's got a 750 gallon minute pumping capacity with a 1,000 gallon water storage tank. This truck will respond to any emergency here on the north end of the property. It'll also be our primary mutual aid engine.
Also located at Fire Station number 2 in Bentry, we have this piece of equipment, which is a 2004 Chevrolet pickup, which carries a special bed with a 300 gallon water tank and other hand tools that we use for forest fires. So if anything happens within Bentry, this will be a quick response unit for those calls.
They also work 24/7. All righty. Now we've got Melissa Leach coming forward. She's our Director of Administration and Finance. Our CFO, our controller, my main lifeline.
Institutional knowledge.
And I'm probably the only one that needs to be introduced in my department because everybody knows Deborah, everybody knows Claire. So, but yeah, I'm the Director of Finance. I was born and raised in Des Arc, Arkansas, in White River. So I don't have to tell you, I graduated from Des Arc High School because that's the only school there was. I graduated with a BA in accounting from the University of Central Arkansas, and later on I got an MBA in accounting at the same school. So we are responsible for all the financial operations, which essentially is budgeting, it's billing, it's collecting, as well as taxes, you name it. We do all that. I'll let Deborah cover member services a little bit more when she gets to that, but she's responsible for that, mostly that area, which is maintaining accounts, and she's the one that meets all the new residents when they come in. She's also responsible for human resources, so she does the payroll for us, and we are also in that umbrella. We take care of the 401k plans, health benefits, and things of that nature. Chris handles all the architectural review stuff. Everybody knows him. We're also responsible for risk management, which means sourcing our insurance, making sure we're properly insured, that all of our assets are properly evaluated. And also I liaison with legal for collections as well as legal matters and things of that nature. And we also are, Deborah and I both liaison with the LAD committee, which is essentially responsible for selling lots and things of that nature. And now we have Deborah. Oh, and I've been with Beverage for 18 years. So, yes, I know where all the bodies are buried.
Hello, my name's Deborah Guffey. I work in the office. I'm the office manager. I started out as a receptionist 14 years ago. I'm originally from Jamestown, Tennessee. It's a small town in northern Tennessee before you get to the Kentucky border. I graduated York Institution, Agricultural Institute. No, it's not a mental institution. It's a regular high school, I promise you. And like Melissa said, we do all the financials in the office. We handle all that. We handle all the water billing. We don't do the billing and the payments, but we do everything else with it. We do meet all the residents. I meet every new resident that is in Bent Tree and introduce them to the ins and outs of Bent Tree the best I can. And we do most of everything, like Melissa said, with LAD. We're liaisons to LAD. I do the minutes for the board, stuff of that nature. So that's it.
And now we have Tari, who's the Director of Marketing and Community Services.
Hi, I'm Tari. I've been with Beverage just a little over a year now. I started in May of last year and was born in Atlanta, and I came to Jasper in early elementary school and actually moved to Beverage in about 96. So I have some history here. Grew up here and decided to bring my own kids here, so we bought property in 2018. Graduated Pickens High School actually, and I did school at Ashford University, which is I did it online, but it's an online school on a regular campus. And I've taken a few marketing courses, digital marketing courses at the University of Georgia, but mostly I'm self-taught. I worked in restaurant management and regional training for most of my life, a little over 10 years. I was just totally burned out, so I started looking for something new. And right before this job, I was working with the wine industry in Georgia as the executive director, and this job came up, and I saw it, and I just thought, how awesome would that be to work where I live, and I love it here, and just have such a rich history here. So I went for it, and here we are. So my role has evolved a little. The marketing kind of goes hand in hand with everybody. So it was kind of a natural progression to kind of start working with the other departments here. So I do external marketing and communications and internal communications, which you guys hear from me all the time. So I work with Friday News, The Echo, basically any communication you see sent out comes from me in some way, shape, or form, even if it's kind of coming from someone else. I work with a lot of great people here, my people, the courts, the stables, golf, aquatics. We work with the mail center and of course Beverage Realty, and then I'm a liaison to BTAC. I work a lot with BTAC and I really enjoy that. Beyond all that, one of the coolest things in my job is I get to work with all of the people here, something I really love, and especially this year, rolling out the pools, and just the season in general, making the whole community ready for you guys. I've really worked closely with a lot of people that I hadn't worked with yet, and we have a great team of people here that I really appreciate working with.
If any of you come by the office to see Tari, the chances are good she's not in her office, because if she's in her office, she's not doing her job. So.
Hello, I'm Tari Darby, the Director of Marketing and Community Services here in Bent Tree. Let's dive into the amenities offered here in our community. First off, we have a beautiful 18-hole golf course and our top-notch tennis and pickleball courts. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just looking to have some fun, these facilities and their pros are perfect for staying active. Patrick and Bob will be giving you some brief insight into how these areas operate. Now, one thing you might not know is that this year we've taken over managing the pool in-house. It's just one example of how we're always working to improve and enhance your experience here at Bent Tree. Our new aquatic supervisor, Roger, will be bringing a whole new experience to our pools this summer. Did you know that not all of our amenities are operated by BTCI employees? The stables are managed by an outside contractor who many of you know. Keith will let you know a little bit about what he does and what the stables offer. Beyond these amenities, we also offer a 110-acre lake, many hiking trails, and of course the tavern led by our food and beverage director, Chef Michael Klein. Thank you.
All right, Bob Coleman.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Hey, my name is Bob Coleman. I'm your courts professional. I'm still getting comfortable with the professional. I think it was kind of used a little loosely, but certainly appreciate that. I take care of all the operations there at the courts, both pickleball and tennis. For you guys that have maybe not been by the tennis center, I would beg you to come by. I had a gentleman in about a month ago on his way to Club Tamarack, stopped by, went up, introduced myself, and he's lived here 14 years, and that was his first venture into the tennis center. So we have a lot of fun up there. We do pickleball. We have 2 indoor courts. We have 2 outdoor tennis courts with a hard true clay surface. We have 2 indoor tennis courts with a hard surface. And then we have 6 permanent now pickleball courts outside and 4 temporary courts inside. So we can play with the indoor facility, rain or shine, all year long. So we do monthly socials, and we have a lot of fun up there. Both tennis and pickleball are sports that are enjoyed all throughout life. I've been playing tennis as from childhood on up. Recently just got a level 1 certification with USTA and the professional tennis registry in order to be able to offer lessons legitimately. Could do it beforehand, but now it gives me a little bit of credentials and everything. Several years ago got certified to teach and instruct pickleball with professional pickleball registry. And so we do lessons, we do clinics, but again, I would invite you to come by. Pickleball, much easier to learn than tennis. It can be learned in a matter of weeks, where tennis may take up to a year to really learn and be proficient at it. Pickleball can be learned, like I say, in a very short amount of time, and again, can be enjoyed in the later years. We have people here in Bentry in their 80s that are playing pickleball a great many times through the week, okay? We actually do an event that we call a Senior Spectacular, that we limit it to strictly 70 and 80-year-old athletes. We coordinated with several counties to the north of us, Pickens, Gilmer, Fannin County. But in November, we had 52 of those 70 and 80-year-olds on our courts up here at Bentry playing. They enjoy a couple hours of play, and then they come down here and have lunch at the tavern. So we're open to other things besides just tennis and pickleball. We sent some emails out here recently and asked if there was any interest in ping pong. So we brought a ping pong table in for about 60 days. The people who were interested, not many of them showed up, but we're open to new ideas. We've got a beautiful facility there. Come by and check us out. I have snacks available. I have a coffee machine. I'll buy you a cup of coffee and just kind of share what we can do to make the amenity more fun and entertaining for you, our residents. Any questions?
We're trying to get you to get your hair like that.
This was as close as I could get. I will say, and this is one of the pictures of one of our spectacular senior events. And then these are the new courts. Can you go back that one slide? I'm sorry. I was going to say, this is Daniel Fitz over here on the far left. Daniel's been with us for 9 years, does a great job maintaining our hard true courts, the clay courts. Anyone, I will tell you, that comes by and looks at the potential of buying a home in here that's interested in tennis, they begin to salivate when they see our clay courts. They were completely redone about in 2022, and they're in immaculate condition. A lot of that's attributed to Daniel. And then I have Jim Sandell, and then Will Leathers. He's one of our high school tennis players here in Pickens County. and all three of them do a great job. All three of them will jump in and help teach and train. We have equipment available, so you don't have to go out and buy rackets and paddles. You can come by, we have that stuff available. But we'd love for you to take advantage of that amenity. Thank you.
Hello, I am Bob Coleman, the course professional here at Bentry Tennis and Pickleball Center. I am a certified pickleball instructor with PPR, Professional Pickleball Registry, a USA Pickleball District Ambassador for North Georgia, covering 26 counties. And I'm currently working with USTA and PTR to gain certification as an instructor in the tennis community. Our center's hours here at Bentry are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. We also offer here at the center equipment for those of you who are beginning to explore tennis or pickleball as a beginner. No need to go out and purchase equipment, as we have that available to you should you need it. Our center here offers 2 hard surface indoor courts. Those indoor courts allow us to play tennis and pickleball year round, even in times of inclement weather. We also offer 2 hard true clay courts available year round, weather permitting. Those courts were actually rebuilt, reconstructed altogether back in 2022, and they are in magnificent condition. We offer 10 pickleball courts with the flexibility of adding 2 additional courts inside, bringing us to 12. Our outdoor courts were just recently resurfaced, restriped, and repainted, and they look incredible. We are an active community of tennis and pickleball players. We host tons of round-robin play as well as match play. We conduct social venues throughout the year, almost monthly, and those socials are generally themed around the holiday that falls in or within that particular month. For instance, we had a Valentine's social, we had a St. Patty's Day social, and a Cinco de Mayo social. We've had as many as 50 player participants come and attend those socials, so we hope you'll consider joining us in the future. In addition to our socials, we offer or conduct tournaments throughout the year. We've had as many as 250 players participate in a 3-day tournament that is held in the fall of each year. One of our biggest tournaments, and one we're most proud of, is our annual scholarship, our annual tennis and pickleball scholarship tournament. This tournament is done in order to raise funds to gift scholarships to graduating seniors who are off to college, as well as schools and teachers here of Pickens County. This tournament is held in conjunction with the Bent Tree Foundation. The Bent Tree Foundation was formed in 2009, and since that year we have awarded over $280,000 to rising seniors and teachers and schools of Pickens County. So as you can see, we are a very active community, and we would love for you to come and see what all the excitement is about, and hopefully come to join our tennis and pickleball family here at Bent Tree. We hope to see you on the court soon. Thank you.
All right, let's talk golf. Patrick Higgins.
Hi, my name is Patrick Higgins. I see a lot of faces that I know and some that I don't, so welcome. And for those of you that haven't played golf, please come down and introduce yourself to me. I'd love to hang out and chat with you. As you can tell, I'm not from around here. I'm from Ireland originally. If the freckles and the red hair didn't give it away, the accent that's kind of watered down will give it away. But my job here is basically to enhance the golf program and to just basically make it fun for everybody to come down here and play. I like meeting people, I like talking to people, and then at the end of the day I just stay quiet because I think I'm tapped out with all the talking. I've been here for about 2.5 years and loving it so far.
I get to teach people like Brian Feehan down there, and he gets to show me how he applies it to the course, and he's sometimes has good rounds, sometimes has bad rounds. But just like the rest of us, it's golf really, you know. I've got an inside joke with Bob. Anybody that can't play tennis, he sends them down to the golf course. Anybody that can't play golf, I send them to the tennis courts. And then we got some that can't do both, so I just put them on the payroll. So, But as you can see, I've got Brad. Sorry, on the left is Kathy, Brad in the blue, Bob in the light blue, and then myself. So they're pretty much the core of what I've got here at the golf course, and they just help me look good, I have to say. I mean, it's great to have good people around you, and again, you know, I won't be able to do it without the people that I have. So again, I'm just trying to make the experience good for everybody here. I offer lessons for anybody who wants to learn how to play golf. We do have ladies clinics in the spring. I'm currently doing junior golf right now, where there's a lot of grandkids and kids that are on a team where we play here, we travel. It's kind of a lot of balls in the air right now, but it's a great job. I love my job, and like I said, I love getting to meet new people, and I just love being here. So. Hello, my name is Patrick Higgins. I'm the golf pro here at Bent Tree Golf Club. I'd like to personally welcome you all here. We are here for you and your experience, and we want to make it as good as possible for you. We have a variety of golf events, whether it's MGA, LGA, our Thursday scrambles, or just our regular play day. We have plenty of options for the average golfer, for the beginner, or if you're advanced and you're looking for a group to play with. We have all of that to offer. In the golf shop, we have Titleist, Callaway, TaylorMade, all the major golf manufacturers. So if you're looking for a custom club, or if you're looking for a certain wedge or putter or golf ball, we're here to help you, and you can just let me know. I'd be more than happy to tailor your needs. On the golf course, we've got John Leach, our golf course superintendent. He takes care of the course Monday through Sunday with him and his crew. You'll see John out and about. He's either watering the greens, he's getting the bunkers ready for a golf tournament, or he's getting the fairways and greens cut during growing season. So thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you down at the golf course real soon. Again, my name is Patrick Higgins, and I'm available here if you all want to have a cup of coffee or a chat, or just simply come into the golf shop and talk. Be more than happy to take some time out to talk with you and get to meet you. Take care. Have a good day.
Alrighty, now we have Keevan and Janet. Come on in, Janet.
Howdy, howdy. I'm Keith Krasner. I am the stable master, and I have been a property owner and a resident of Bent Tree for 36 years. Wow. Ever since I came here, I've been an avid participant in the horseback riding program in Bent Tree. My background is in information technology, 45 years, and I retired after that. 3 weeks after I retired, I got a call from the then general manager, Tom Fowler, asking if I would be able to come down and run the stables. So 3 weeks after I retired, I said yes, I would do that. So I've been doing this since 2019. And in the first year, I was blessed to have a new employee, Jana Medved, sitting back there. And by the end of that first year, she became a full-time barn manager. So together we share the passion of loving these horses, riding these horses, sharing this passion with everybody that wants to come and try it out. We have a lot of programs for everybody, we feel. We have arena rides for the young kids, ages 3 and up. We have horseback riding lessons for all ages. We have summer camp for ages 6 through 13. And I'd like to say every year since, it has been full within the first couple months. Same kids are coming back year after year. And we also have, the pride of what we do is our trail rides. And that's for ages 12 and up. We do make some exceptions for children 7 through 11. If they cannot control the horse, we'll tether them to a lead line pull them behind a guide horse and they just have to sit there, hold on to the saddle and enjoy it. And at times I'll look back and say, are you doing okay? Would you like to ride on your own and disconnect from the tether? And 9 times out of 10 is, no. Yeah. I just enjoy sitting there and watching us do it. The community programs that we love to take part in that everybody enjoys is, of course, the Youth Fest, 3 days worth of activity where the grandchildren and the children come and we offer arena rides for the younger kids and trail rides for the older kids. And then in the fall, of course, we do the Halloween Shindig, which is a very popular event, which I know that you guys take part in and appreciate. So let's see the video. Howdy, my name is Keeve.
And I'm Jana.
And we are the Bentry Stables. We love our horses and we hope that you will come and enjoy our horses. We offer several activities for you to participate in. We have arena rides for children ages 3 and up. Also, for some adults who don't wish to go out on trail but would like to have the experience of sitting on a horse, we can lead you around in a very calm environment. We also have trail rides, and we think that they are the prettiest, most gorgeous trails in all of Georgia, what we have to experience here. We offer trail rides for everybody ages 12 and up, but we do make exceptions for children 7 through 11 who can demonstrate that they can sit up straight in the saddle and or control a horse on their own. We also offer riding lessons for people who are beginner riders. We offer Western type of riding, and if you're beginner, we'd love to teach you how to ride. If you just want to hone up on your experiences, please come, we'll make you a better rider. We also offer summer camps for children ages 6 through 13. We have 4 one-week camps, 2 in June, 2 in July. First half of the day is geared towards the riding experience. We teach the children how to ride or how to ride better in arts and crafts. In the afternoon, we'll take them to the lake, let them cool off and enjoy themselves. We also have special events during the year, and those are the Youth Fest. We have 3 days of Youth Fest where the children and the grandchildren of the community come down and enjoy arena rides and trail rides. And of course, in the fall, we do our Halloween Shindig, which is a lot of fun for all ages. We love our horses. We hope you come down and experience it with us. And Janet can tell you more about how well we take care of our horses.
Hi everyone, my name is Jana. I'm the barn manager here at Bentry Stables. This is my 6th year being in operation with Keith. We have our 2 friends here today. This is Ruby, she's one of our main guide horses. And we also have Pistol, who's one of our main guest horses. They work a lot. We offer boarding for people who live in the neighborhood. We provide the feed, the hay, the grain, a stall. Please turn in, turn out on a daily basis. We have 23 horses on the property and we take very good care of them.
Thank you so much for allowing us to share what we do here at the Bentry Stables. Just remember, we're open Wednesdays through Sundays and Monday and Tuesday with 24-hour advance notice. Sometimes we have to do chores and we have to close down for certain barn activities. But please call us and allow us to share our love of horses with you and share our wonderful horses and our horse experience. Thank you so much.
Okay, and then we have Teree do one more element of community services.
So we mentioned aquatics coming in back in-house, and when we initially put this, when Jim initially put this presentation together, Roger had just come on board. He wasn't sure he wanted to be ready. But Roger's been a participant in Learning Tree this whole time, and
he's now comfortable to be announced because the pools have been really well received. But Roger and his team have put a whole great deal of effort into getting the pools open. So I did want to make sure you guys knew that he was here.
So during my year and a half of being in Bentry, I'll have people come up to me and grab me by the hand and say, "I'm praying for you." And I had people that come up and say, "You're still here?" And I had people that come up and just say, "We appreciate what you do. You've got the hardest job that I could ever imagine, and I don't know how you do it." Well, hopefully tonight you learned how I do it. We have a great team of people here, and it's more than me. It's all of us together with the passion and love of Bentry together. So I hope you enjoyed our presentation tonight. I will open it up. We're running a little bit behind, but I did want to, if you had any questions that you had to ask, you wanted to ask in front of the group, we'll take those right now.
I just want to say, John's presentations, they're so professional. He's probably going to go to LA.
It was awesome. You know, I walked in as general manager the first day. I was bright-eyed. We were having our board retreat. It was a crazy week. And Mary Lou comes up to me and she goes, "Jim, I need to talk to you about Learning Tree." And I said, "What's Learning Tree?" And so she gave me a real quick update. And for the first year, we kind of kicked it around doing different things, and it never really took suit. And we just said, let's be patient a little while. Let's put our heads together. Let's figure out a concept where we can have it, where we can get people. And so the first time we rolled it out, we had 2 people interested. This time we rolled it out, I think we hit a winner. We had all of you sign up, and you know, this is something that everybody in the community, I wish they could do it and really, really see what goes on here. So I wanted to thank Mary Lou. She kept this in the forefront. We wouldn't have Learning Tree if Mary Lou didn't keep it in the forefront. Edie has been a valuable member to our community, and you know, her presentation, that was tremendous about the history and how we got here. Like I said, I was excited to hear her and figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here. Chris Felt gave us a historical approach and 2 nights worth of research and pictures and everything he put together. That's just a tremendous love for history and what he has going there. I missed Artie's. I was celebrating my 30th anniversary. I missed Artie's. I understood y'all had a good financial talk, and we have all the finances straight in Bentry after that night. Michael Kahn is our Vice President board member who is responsible for making sure Bentry happens. But Teree Darby is our staff member to make sure Michael remembers to make Learning Tree happen. And Teree does an excellent job with her marketing and her media. I just want to tell y'all something. You know, Teree's one of the most talented people that I've ever worked with. And she came in and started marketing when we really didn't have marketing. And she's done a heck of a job. I get so many emails. Thank you so much for the communication. You know, Michael Corey was sending it out. The Friday news. All the communication put together. You know, Teree's done a lot of that, but I want to tell you, you haven't seen nothing yet. We're getting ready to put together a marketing plan for Bentry and launch some things that are just so impressive and amazing. And with the videos that John put together for us, you're about to see a whole different marketing approach for our community. Chef Michael Klein, you know, we picked Wednesday nights. This is the night they're technically closed. This is their night off, but it's an opportunity for y'all to come and eat. And you know, we wanted to supply some good meals. So Chef and his group really came on Wednesday night and put that together for us. And for those that ate, I appreciate you doing that. And finally, John volunteered. What he does in our community is tremendous. He tapes all the lake and wildlife meetings, and you know, since I've been here, I've given 2 presentations at Lake and Wildlife, and I went home and I told my wife, I was like, yeah, that was awful. I bombed, you know, everything. And I went back and watched it after he edited it, and he made me sound really good. And so I appreciate all the work that he does. And, you know, he jumped on this committee here hoping that we can digitize Learning Tree and have something to take and put on the website. So it's not just once a year. we have it. And he has given us some great products right now that we can put on the website. I mean, how many people in the community want to take a tour of the water plant to see where their water comes? Well, we've done that now, and people can get in 5 minutes on the video, they can see it all. So John, we really appreciate all the work that you've done for us. So with that, thank you very much for your attention tonight. I'm going to turn it over to Mary Lou so you can turn your tassels around and graduate.